Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm beyond excited to take you along on my journey through Kazakhstan, starting right in the city of Almaty. Our first stop, Zenkov's Cathedral, an architectural marvel that became an iconic symbol of Almaty. Built entirely of wood, this stunning cathedral boasts intricate details and a rich history that dates back over a century. Walking through its doors feels like stepping back in time, immersing yourself in the beauty of its design and the stories it holds. As you walk the streets of Almaty, one thing becomes abundantly clear. The legacy of Soviet architecture is everywhere you look. From imposing concrete structures to angular designs, the influence of Soviet era is deeply ingrained in the city's skyline. Next up, we headed to Panfilov Park, named in the honor of Panfilov heroes who bravely defended Moscow during World War II. Standing tall and proud, this majestic memorial pays tribute to the brave soldiers who sacrificed their lives defending Moscow during World War II. What makes this monument even more remarkable is that it was constructed from stones brought from the most famous battlefields of World War II. Legend has it that the story of 28 brave soldiers who defended Moscow might not be entirely as it seems. Some theorists suggest that the events surrounding the Panfilov division stand against the Nazi invaders might have been fabricated for propaganda purposes. While we were on the way, this is how a university looks like in Kazakhstan. While we were on our way back to the hostel, we came across a street market. One of the first things you'll notice as you stroll through the city is the abundance of play areas for children. From colorful playgrounds to interactive installations, there's no shortage of spaces for kids to run, jump, and play to their heart's content. But it's not just about the play area. Almaty's infrastructure is also designed with kids' safety and freedom in mind. Take, for example, the city's pedestrian-friendly streets where cars take a backseat to pedestrians and cyclists. Here, families can roam freely without the worry of traffic, allowing children to explore their surroundings and experience the city in a whole new way. So we had to take the metro on our way home. And Almaty Metro is known for its deep underground stations, and that's something which we're going to explore here as well. So unlike most other metros which have different fares for different distances, the Almaty Metro, which is a single line, has only one ticket price, and that is around 100 tenge, which is around 20 rupees per any stretch. Another very interesting thing about Soviet metros is deep they are. They go almost around 100 feet from below, from the top, and that's Very interesting. Usually these constructions have to get a lot of space and grandeur and all that takes up a lot of all this deep into the ground. And yet again, we start the journey to the bottom of the earth, and it's going to take at least 2 minutes. And that's me just sitting on the escalator, still waiting, still waiting. When designing the stations, the best traditions of architectural design set by Soviet architects were continued. Each station is unique and combines high aesthetics and national artistic motives. After a quick break, we headed to the Independence Monument. Erected in 1996 to commemorate Kazakhstan's declaration of independence, it stands as a symbol of the nation's unwavering commitment to freedom and Kazakh identity. Surrounding the monument are intricate carvings and inscriptions that tell the story of Kazakhstan's rich cultural heritage. As the sun sets down, it's almost time for our train to Tashkent. Over the next few days, we are going to explore Uzbekistan, post which we are going to resume our tour of Almaty. During our visit, the city was immersed in Nowruz celebrations. Nowruz, which translates to New Day, marks the arrival of spring and the beginning of the new year in the Persian calendar. We reached the station right on time as we take the train to Shymkent, which is on the border between Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. We then cross over the land border and get into Uzbekistan, covering Tashkent and Samarkand for 2 days, and then we are back in Almaty for the rest of our trip. Entering this train station, the second train 011 starting at 6:20. That's our train. Okay, let's go on to the platforms and see how they are. Almaty is known as the city of apples. I mean, the name itself means apples, and there are lots of apples here, lots of fruits here. This is the terminal station as well, so I think there are lots of trains that are stopped here and they can't go any further. So, city of apples, let's see how this tastes. You can find this in Hyderabad as well. So our train has arrived. Let's get into the train. Nine. So this is our coach. We have 4 beds here. This is similar to what we have in our second class coach in India. Actually these can be folded up and you have seats also in here. That is what they use during the day. But now we have this. It's quite good, the quality of the mattress and all that. It's a good experience as well. The train also boasts of a bar and a restaurant, which is quite interesting. As we finished our tour of Uzbekistan, we returned to Almaty with double excitement as we were up for some natural wonders in our itinerary in the next 2 days. During our journey, we got to interact with the Kazakhstan rowing team. As we settle down, we head to Kok-Tobe. Kok-Tobe is a mountain right in the heart of Almaty, and it's at over 1100 meters above sea level, and it's also the highest point in Almaty. We took the ropeway there, but there are also road options to get there. Along the journey, we met a Kazakhstan army personnel who was sharing his moments with the Indian army.
Indian commander.
You are an army?
This my army.
Okay.
Kazakhstan army. This your army.
Yeah.
Indian army.
Nice. Super, huh? Very, very super.
The mountain top offers an unparalleled view of Almaty and also the majestic Tian Shan mountains right in the background. The weather was fine up until we got to the top, but as the evening progressed, storm clouds began to take over the city. Coming down the cable car was one of the most adventurous yet dangerous experiences that we had. We saw the cable car swaying around in the heavy winds that surrounded the cable car. Amidst all that, we also had rain to accompany us throughout the journey. It was almost 5 minutes of terror until we got down. Last mile connectivity is a challenge in most cities. Just imagine this: if you get down a metro, how do you get back home? Instead of waiting for a bus, you can just ride through the city using the scooter. We kicked off our next day with a journey to Charyn Canyon as well as Kolsay Lake. So, Charyn Canyon is often referred to as Grand Canyon's little brother, but it's a marvel in its own right. Near Charyn Canyon, you can set up your own tent pitches or have your cozy cabins, so there's something for everyone here. There are also amenities like clean restroom facilities and hot showers. Charyn Canyon stretches over 150 kilometers along the Charyn River. It's not a single gorge but a vast network of canyons and valleys waiting to be explored. There's also rare flora and fauna around this place. Next up is Moon Canyon. Moon Canyon gets its name from the eerie resemblance to the lunar surface. Then we headed to Black Canyon that gets its name from striking dark rock formations that line its walls. Before we headed to Kolsay Lake, we broke for lunch. We sat down in this traditional Kazakhstan tent called a yurt. It was another 100 kilometers to get to Kolsay Lake. Our trip organizer wanted to engage us, so he had some activities. As we traveled amidst the stunning scenery, we almost arrived at Kolsay Lake. Kolsay Lake is nestled amidst the Tian Shan Mountains, and it's a really wonderful alpine lake to explore. So after Charyn Canyon in the morning today, we went to Kolsay Lake and completed our tour today. We are heading back to Almaty right now, and this is what a roadside dhaba looks like in Kazakhstan. As we close our day, we are going to prepare for tomorrow, where we head to Shymbulak Ski Resort right in the city of Almaty. So today is the final day of the tour, and we are at Shymbulak Mountain Resort, which is a ski resort actually. It's a very popular destination for skiers. It was famous for Soviet Union skiers who used to come here and practice. There's a skating rink nearby for ice skaters as well. Quite unique and very good infrastructure. So we had taken a ticket for 3 stations, which cost us around 1,000 rupees or $12. So kind of value for money as well. As we made our way to the top, we witnessed some amazing visuals in our 25-minute journey. Shymbulak is not only for skiing, it also houses cozy mountain lodges and dining facilities, so it was time for a quick hot coffee. After a quick break, we headed to the second station, which was at an elevation of around 2000 meters.
How far will it go?
After that, we headed to the third and the highest station of Shymbulak, which was at an elevation of 3200 meters. We were amazed to see skiers of all ages starting right at the top and going into almost limited visibility, hoping to get down successfully. After a snow fight, it was time to get back to base camp. And an amazing snowfall welcomed us right at the base camp. After completing our trip to Shymbulak, we are here at Green Bazaar, which is Almaty's local central bazaar. The bazaar had street stalls, had vegetable markets, clothes markets as well.
Any of these countries, 7%, right? But other than that, I feel it's difficult to guess. I mean, seeing Raghu, no one.
So we have toys here, we have shoes, clothes everywhere within this bazaar complex. So you get fruits, all kinds of them, the pickles as well that are being sold in the local market. We have dry fruits, spices, we have meat shops as well. Amidst all the action, we were surprised to find this. And it was finally time to take stuff back home. And the best part of the trip was finding Balika Vadu fans across the world. We really love watching this series.
Oh, nice.
Balika That's all, folks. We headed back to the airport and got back home. And here are some additional glimpses of Almaty.